Yeah. What's up, world? It's your boy DJ Man.
It's your favorite big homie, Big Boone. Give me some room.
And man, we doing doing something different, bro. I don't know what we gonna call this, man. The Man and Boone podcast, the One
Uh,
Nation podcast. What we calling it?
the Man and Boone One Nation podcast.
There we go. I like that. I like that, man. We can stick with that. But
Yeah,
before we get into the topics and stuff, man, we had a night, bro. How was everything for you, man? Today, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's the start of another week, man. So how everything went today, bro?
man. Well, I started my first day at barber school.
Okay.
I took a picture. Let people know what was up, what was going on. Did a little video work. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna put it out or not.
Hey, what's
Nothing
up,
major.
Angie? We got
Okay,
One Nation
Angie.
member Angie in here, man.
What's up,
That's fam.
Angie?
Yeah, that's fam now.
But yeah, so I got like a little video I got there, some video work, but I don't know if I'm gonna put it out though. I think I'm
Man,
gonna
you
probably just
should.
chill out. But just trying to get people enlighten people on what's going on while I'm there. I even
Yeah.
asked my instructor and everything. I said, man, is it cool if I do like content up here? She's like, be my guest. I was like, all right, that's all you had to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. What
so
what type of content you doing up there, bro?
man, this probably some just like some barber humor. Hey, what's up, Bree? Some barber humor probably, and some other stuff most likely. Like I said, I'm gonna just try to take it slow and really game plan some stuff out.
I feel you, Angie.
Really let the Lord guide me.
Miss Angie says she's at work trying to wrap up her shift. Man, we doing the same thing. You feel me? We
Yes,
coming to the
indeed.
close of our day. Say get that content boom for sure, man. Make that content happen. Just don't forget about us on Saturdays, bro.
I'm not, man.
All right, I hear you, man. So look, we got a
That-
couple of topics, man, that we gonna go over. What happened?
Nothing, man.
Yo,
Come on, man. You got the content. Come on. Oh man.
this guy. Come on, man. So look, uh, tell us a little bit about this done with the 80s and 90s, bro. What is that about, man?
So it's a rave on TikTok right now with all the young guys and guys our age that's following the trend per se. They're saying that they're done with the 80s and 90s, basically
Yeah.
saying that the old heads is exaggerating about how good the 80s and the 90s were. So they saying they
Wow.
done with it. Yeah, they saying they done with 80s, they done with the 90s, and they done with Jordan.
You
It's
know what I'm
all
done with?
around what
I'm done with people talking about stuff they have no clue on what in the world is going on. How you gonna be done
exactly,
with something that you never experienced? That's
exactly. And
that's
not
crazy.
only that, bro, like because that's just like me. Like I was born in '87.
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about the '80s basketball like that. But when I look at it, I see the evolution. I see how it would lead into the '90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I see even from I see from the '40s, the '50s. I see all the transitions from the time. You know what I'm saying? For the '40s, '50s, '60s, '70s, and '80s. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you know what I
And
think. What I think the difference is with us, bro. Because I was born in '82. I don't really even know too much about the '80s per se.
yeah,
I learned about the '80s. I learned in the '90s. But what's the difference between us and them? The kids that they have right now, bro. These youngsters growing up is we had to actually go and look for stuff. Remember, like we had to
mm-hmm.
look up stuff in the encyclopedia.
Yeah,
We had to go and research, and that's why we got a lot of our knowledge. So we're used to
mm-hmm.
doing things like that. They live in the information world and just do not look up nothing, bro. They just go
And
off
nothing.
of feelings and what they hear.
Yeah, or what they see. Because nobody ever, because everybody said the same thing. This is another thing that they said.
True,
Michael
and
Jordan could not go left. Me
that
too,
was at the beginning of his career.
bro. And look, everybody say he can't go left, and nobody did no research, and nobody went to go look for themselves. They even said that they went to go look at some games. They went to go look at Jordan game 7 against the Knicks or something. talking about see, he couldn't even hold Reggie Miller. He couldn't even hold John
Hold
Stock.
on.
Just I'm like,
Reggie Miller played for the Pacers.
I know. I'm just saying, like, just I'm just saying, like, he can't hold these certain people. And then when they say he can't hold these certain people, and then when you say, oh, but he did this, and you correct them, man, the people were sorry anyway. Like, come
Yeah,
on, bro.
that okay. They were sorry. Okay, cool. But where in the world? For one, they don't respect. They don't respect the transformation of life, right? Like, it's crazy because my kids, and my wife, we were sitting down talking about this just last night, bro. How
Yeah,
you know the ones that came before us. You know what I'm saying? Like they might not have the things that we have in life, but it's because
yeah,
they didn't have the opportunities that we have. The things that
yeah.
we have in life, man, driving these cars and living in these houses and having this
Mm-hmm.
type of clothes and stuff that we have, man, and the money that we're able to have, man, and even the freedoms to be able to do the things that we do, it came because these people paid the price for us to do so.
Facts.
So how dare I sit here and say, "Oh man, they wasn't this and they wasn't that." Man, man, what they had to endure, we don't have to
We
endure.
don't
That's
have
why
to.
they paid the price for us to have the luxuries that we have. And you're gonna spit in them people's face by saying y'all can't do this and y'all can't do that. The reason why you can do it is because of the price that was paid for you to be able to
Yes.
do so.
And see, that's what makes me upset with Gil Arenas. I ever said Gilbert Arenas. Because, bro, come on, dog. Like you played in the air. You know what was up. You
Shout
got
out,
I know you know you have knowledge. He have knowledge of the whole game. But what's
yeah.
bad is that he create this whole thing for all these people because I don't know if he's getting paid by
He
LeBron
getting
or
paid.
what.
I don't know if
But
it's by LeBron, but he getting paid.
he's getting paid by somebody and he's telling all these youngsters basically not to respect the game before them. As if, and like I said, if it wasn't for the 80s, it wouldn't have transitioned into the 90s. The
Yeah.
80s, the 80s in totality was just a great decade. And all it
Yeah.
did was just transfer into the 90s and made the 90s an even greater decade.
That was
You
the
know how like
golden
a lot of you know how like a
decade,
lot
bro.
of people say, you know how like a lot of people say, okay, okay, I'm starting my business here local. And then they kid come in and just make it nationwide,
Yeah.
and then they grandkid make it, worldwide. That's basically what happened between the 80s and the 90s. And I tell them
Fact.
all the time, if it wasn't for the 90s, NBA would not be global. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for the 90s, the NBA would not be global, and y'all would
If
not be making the money that y'all making, and y'all would not be
fact,
going overseas. Y'all would not be, they would not have these European players in the game like they have today.
facts, bro. Facts. And what you got to realize is they talk about these 80s and 90s players, but the game itself was different back then. A person like Steph, do you really think a person like John Stockton, a person like what's the little dude John Starks is gonna
Mm-hmm.
allow even Tim Hardaway is gonna allow Steph Curry to get the shots off that he getting now?
No,
If he was playing in the 80s or the 90s, it's not
no,
happening. Even LeBron, as great as LeBron is, I really don't see LeBron being the player he is now if he was playing in the 80s or 90s. Anthony Mason, Alonzo Mourning, even Grandmama, they putting their hands on that dude, bro.
bro. And that's another thing. And they acting like what Steph doing is new. No, brother. Reggie Miller been doing it.
Reggie
Reggie
Miller
Miller is
been,
dang near the creator of it. He the one that taught Steph. To be honest,
yeah,
he gave him the
yeah.
game on it. He even said it.
I
You know
mean,
what
but
I'm saying,
you still had people like Pistol Pete from back in the gap.
bro?
No, he was more than just a passer, just a passer. You feel me? Like people talk about
Yeah,
Julius Irvin, not Julius Irvin, Magic. No one said they talk about Magic and without Pistol Pete, that you can't really say there is a Magic. You feel me?
without Jerry West, you can't say there's a Magic.
Without Jerry West. You feel me? Like we need so to talk down on these players, bro, from the past, era that you didn't even get to live in. You
Facts.
don't know what they had. You don't know what society issues they had to endure and get past to even be able to play on the court. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you really can't judge it. So it's best to just keep your mouth shut, man, and just respect the greatness that
Respect
is.
each era, bro.
That's it, bro.
That's it, because all of it plays together. But you know what's crazy? Male basketball is losing to the to the college girls basketball.
Bro, college girls basketball is lit.
They are, bro. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna just tell you right now. 3 teams. They just ridiculous.
South Carolina,
South Carolina, LSU, and
LSU,
Iowa,
and Iowa.
aka aka Caitlin,
Yeah,
Caitlin Clark. I'm just
fact.
really gonna say Caitlin Clark.
Hey man, but shout out Dawn Staley, bro. She got them girls rocking over there in
Facts,
South Carolina.
bro.
Bro, have you seen her record in the last 3 years?
Bro, have I? Ridiculous.
Yeah,
But I
fact.
love it. I love it because the last game I seen was LSU and South Carolina. When I say they was going hard, bro. I
Yeah,
haven't seen nothing like that in a long time, bro. I
bro.
haven't seen
And,
nothing like that in a long time.
even the WNBA, man. Like I know a lot of people don't pay attention to it, but them girls really balling over there, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what
And I'm
I'm saying?
telling
They
you,
really
bro,
balling.
I don't know if it's done intentionally, but whatever they doing, they need to keep it going.
Yeah, man, they're gonna get their just due here in a minute, bro. They just gotta keep going, man.
This is
Somebody,
this.
unfortunately, somebody gotta be some people are gonna have to be the sacrificial lamb. Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper and you know, all the things that they was doing over there in Houston, man, in their time, you know, later on, man, years later, bro, even now they talk about them and how great they was, but I don't think people are really going to get it until years later when
No.
the WNBA are starting to
Yep.
pull numbers like the NBA and people look
Yep.
back and say, man, these girls really, these women, I'm sorry, these women
Bro.
started this greatness.
Bruh. Them Houston Comets, bruh.
Yeah.
Cheryl Swoop, Coop.
That 4-piece.
Come on. Nick. I mean,
Yeah.
dog. Bruh. I used to watch them. I used to look at the game. I'll be like, oh my God. That's when
That was
all they
something
was
else.
just bouncing like this, but they was
Yeah.
coming down.
Yeah. That
Coming
was something
down,
else, man.
boy.
That was ahead of their time, bro. And people don't realize how Dawn Staley isn't just a good coach, man. She was an excellent ball
Great
player.
player. Great player. I
She was
saw
one of
some of
my
her
favorite.
highlights.
She was one of my favorite basketball players, man. When I was coming up, man, when she was
Yeah.
playing in college and stuff. Even
Yeah.
I
She was
was
tough.
excited. I was excited when around the time she got out of college is when the WNBA started. And that's when
Yeah.
like I think the WNBA had been around for maybe like 4 years. And I'm like, dang, so she gets to go to the pros, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? College. That was big because a lot of people missed it. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
Reggie Miller's sister didn't get that opportunity to
No,
play in the
she did.
States.
And she can ball too.
Exactly.
Yeah, she can
Exactly, bro.
ball, bro.
Yeah, man. So you should hear some of Reggie Miller's stories about
I already heard it.
man, like
He ain't
it's
never
dope.
beat that girl. He ain't never
It's
beat his
great,
sister, bro.
but that's dope, man. For a guy, I mean, of course, they're siblings, but for
Yeah.
a guy to be able to give a lady that type of
Mm-hmm.
acknowledgement and
Yeah.
respect, man, it'd be like, you know, as great as I am, I was never that
Yeah.
great. That was a whole
Yeah.
nother great. That's
Cause
dope.
I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. One game where he scored like 20 some points or 30 points. And then he came home. His sister said, "Yeah, I scored 100." I was like,
No, he scored 60.
"Yeah," and she ended up scoring 100.
I think it was 105 or something, huh?
One something like that, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah, that's crazy.
ridiculous, bro.
That's all. That's awesome, man. Like even with what Steph is doing, man. Like
Oh
Steph
yeah,
Curry went up against old girl. I forget her
yeah.
name in the
I forgot her
3-point
name too.
shootout. Shout out
Yeah,
to her though. You feel me? Much respect to her, man. She
I
put
thought
on
she
the
had it
post.
too.
Yeah,
I
she
thought
gave him
she
a
had
run
it.
for his money.
I thought she
But
had
but
it.
check it out though. I think that's huge, bro. Like Steph, he didn't have to take on it. He the greatest shooter in the game right now.
Yeah,
He didn't have to take that. He didn't have to take on that role and say, "I'm gonna be the one to let her show what she can do."
because he was believe it or not, they might get mad when I say this, but I don't care. But he was the one with the most to lose.
Yeah, facts, man. Like
He really didn't have nothing to gain from it.
he really didn't. He could have just easily just sat back and like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But he allowed her to share. He shared his spotlight with her, so she could show off her greatness, and she did.
Yeah.
You feel me? She did. So man,
But
I thought
I
all that
think
was
he
huge.
also understand the business sides of WNBA, the WNBA as well.
I
Like
just, I really just think he was being a good person, bro.
for
For
real.
real, I'm
In
serious.
every aspect.
Yeah, I really just think he was being a good person. It ain't even about. I don't think it was about business or nothing. It was just the fact that, man, you know, like they say girls can't do this or girls can't do that. I'm gonna give her a
Yeah.
shot to show that she can do because I believe that she can.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. But man, speaking of that, bro. So our next topic was respect, man. Why do you feel like this new generation is so big? It seems like they go out their way to disrespect, you know, everything before them. Why?
Parents.
Why do you think that is? You think it's parents?
Parents. I think
Talk
it's
to me.
and I'm
Why you
saying the reason why I
think
say this
parents play
because
a role?
I say it's parents because I'm a witness. I'm a living witness of not saying that my kids don't have respect, but we're more lenient with our kids. Like we don't instill the proper training and don't even give them a reason why. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us just have our kids basically just we just drifting with them. So it's like you did your homework or you didn't do your homework, and then we get tired. We want to give them the answer so we can go to bed. It's like we doing selfish parenting. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like everything is like you tell them, but you don't show them. You don't give them the reason why. And then another thing is we don't teach our kids to respect elders, and we don't teach them history. We don't teach them why history is important because we so focused on the now. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of us is focused on the now. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
So
I feel you. I feel you. That's just crazy. And I'm not judging. I'm not judging. It's just crazy because man, like that's all the stuff I do because that's what I grew up under. No one said I grew up, man, on both sides of the family,
yeah,
man. On my mom's side and my dad's side, you was gonna learn how to think.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When nobody just gonna give you the answer, they want to know what work did you put for before I
yeah,
decide on whether I'm gonna give you the answer or not. What have you done?
exactly.
What resources have you used? You know, like
Yeah,
yeah, man. And if you ain't did nothing other encyclopedia in there,
and that's
what's up,
another.
Twisted Tea? Fold nine
But
is
what's
definitely in
up?
the house.
But that's another thing. Like we said before, a lot of us wasn't taught that. A lot of us was taught about history by looking up on Discovery Channel or something like that, or we had to go. We was in school, or you know what I'm saying. Like very rare. A lot of parents taught their kids to use a encyclopedia, to use a dictionary, and go research and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's very
Yeah.
rare. Even in my era, a lot of kids when I was in school, they didn't know nothing about us. They didn't know how to use a encyclopedia. They didn't know how to use a dictionary. I did not. That's something my mama taught me, and we had at our house. But I realized a lot of kids didn't know how to use those things. A lot of them kids never it was never important in their house of how important history was and how it pertains to now. You know what I'm saying? How history will help you in the future. You know,
Man,
because if you go back, it stuff just goes over and over again. It
yeah,
repeats
man.
itself.
That's the
And if
Bible. The
you
Bible says there's nothing new under the sun.
exactly, exactly. So if you learn your past, you can stop or figure out how to go forward. Because a lot of the stuff that they're doing is because we don't know our history. We don't respect our elders. We don't listen to our elders.
What is actually deeper than that, bro? You know what I'm saying? For me, I grew up, man. My mom and my grandmother used to tell me the
Yeah,
importance of history because, um, you know, it was always a reflection of the Bible as well,
yeah.
and that's how the children of Israel went into bondage just because of their disobedience.
Hmm.
So it was important for us to understand who you are
Yeah,
and how you get to where you are.
yeah,
You should know, okay, like this is who I am, where I come from. This is what's expected of me.
yes.
So now when you walk outside the house, you walk like you belong to something. You not just know anybody.
And that's why we have no standards nowadays. We don't. They don't even understand. And because
that's
if
crazy.
cause I was talking to somebody else about this, and it was a lot of things. A lot of things make sense to me now because now I think about it. Like they say, be in the house before the street lights. Back then, back then when you was outside the street light, what was out there? Them guys looking for you, looking for anybody, so they can have a picnic the next day. You know, don't
Well,
walk on. Hold on. Don't walk on nobody's lawn. Why? Because in
they
certain
work on
well,
it.
you walk on their lawn, they can shoot you, and now they can get off. So don't walk on nobody's lawn.
Well, it's a sign of respect. Also,
Yeah, I
people care.
know.
People care about their lawn, and it. Yes, it's the yard. Okay, yeah, it's the yard. But what you got to understand is what it's teaching you is stop messing with stuff that people care about. It ain't
Yeah,
yours. If they
yeah.
have, if they care about that, you respect it, and you won't have no problems.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute you start disrespecting people's stuff that people care about, bro, you're gonna bump into some issues in life.
And see, for me, I feel what I was saying, and the reason why I said what I said is because a lot of things was a survival mechanism from back then. So a lot of people talking about well, you caught whoopings and all because it was. You have to understand they was living a very they our grandparents and our great had to be very strategic when how they moved. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't know if you was gonna live a day tomorrow, or somebody was gonna come and get you, burn your house. You didn't know what was gonna go on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that our parents passed down to us. A lot of times they don't even put emphasis on why they say what they said. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
feel if we actually tell these kids, like you say, go back and explain to these kids what it really meant and why they said these things, they'll have a more respect for what we're saying, and then they have an idea of why respect is so important.
yeah. I'm with you 1,000%, bro. I'm with you 1,000%, man. It just I don't know. For me, I think I had slightly different experiences in some of those situations. You feel me? Because you know, I don't know, man. I just grew up around warrior guys, bro. And
No.
it was always, we front. You a man. You on the front line. It's your job to know how to lead. It's your job to know how to protect. It's your
Yeah,
job to know how to survive. It's your job to know how to hunt. So you got to be a scavenger. You got to be everything. You the Swiss Army knife, and you the protection.
but
So you know
that all plays into that. Like,
what I was getting to was the fact of when you start knowing that you know what's expected of you, you know your job. It's certain things in life that you should be willing to die for,
yeah,
and your neighborhood is not one of them. The street you on is not one of them. Your
yeah,
city that you're from shouldn't be one of them. Your
yeah,
household and the things that's in your household that matter, which is your family, should
fact,
be those things.
yeah.
Everything else can be replaced, bro.
I got you. I definitely understand, man.
But I said that because that's the stuff that's not being taught.
Yeah,
So you're right. Like that's the stuff that's not being taught. That's where we're missing the market as a community. I feel we're not installing it into our youth. I
yeah,
think right, I think in society, bro, we get so caught up having to do this and do that. Everything is so fast paced that we miss
mm-hmm.
out on actually the things that matter, which is being a parent and instilling, you know,
Mm-hmm.
all the teaching and stuff. Man, it's so bad that we forget it. You got people our age that grew up with us, bro. That like I told you, I knew that we was falling off, man. When a guy our age got mad at another guy because he didn't like his post on Facebook.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now the two guys are from the streets. When in the world did we get so soft in the streets that we worry about a like on Facebook?
I don't know.
Like, when you see stuff like that, like bro, we losing it.
Yeah,
That's what your mind is. Your mind is on
that.
whether a person like your stuff on Facebook and you got that man number, bro. Like, does that really bother you that much?
Yeah, it do. It bothers them. You know what
That's
else
crazy.
that remind me of? We was talking about with Rod Wave, and you talking about
Mm-hmm.
the dudes like, man, sometimes he just hit, he hit the mark, and you be like, sometimes the dude just be in his feelings sometimes. and
Yeah.
you was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
You like,
Exactly.
what? Like, when did this become cool to be in your feelings as a man and all this
Exactly.
other stuff? And like I said, I even had to learn, man. Like, cause I was listening to Raw Way too till you made me. You say, go listen to the rest of his songs. I guarantee he in his
They be
emotions.
crying on all of them.
And I was like, okay, let me see. Dang. I was like, let me see. Oh, this sounds good. Dang. I was like, he was right. I said,
Man,
I got to be done with it.
I used to work on the railroad, and we, as a youngster, we'll complain about the heat. I'm ready to go, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You know what the older guys used to tell us at work?
What?
Like, bro, you doing all that complaining. What the baby gonna do?
That's a tough
So
one. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, it's like, okay,
That's hard
you
right there.
you supposed to be the head.
Yeah.
You the sacrificial lamb for your family. If you complaining, what everybody else that in your household gonna do?
Yeah.
If you crying and talking about this hard, I don't think I'm gonna do it. Okay, well, then what does that leave everybody else? Who gonna step up and save your family then? Because it's yours.
Yeah. Facts.
Ain't nobody make that family but you.
Yeah.
Who are you expecting to step up and save the day for you then, since you can't do it? And what does that say about you?
Mm. That's some hard questions right there, boy.
Yeah, well, you know what that taught us? Nigga, forget how you feel and get to work.
For real. For
Yeah.
real.
Forget how you
Yeah, that's
feel,
why
get
I
to
just
work.
attacked you.
You feel
That's
me,
why I
bro?
just attacked you, brother.
Man, my
You
wife
got to.
came in here and let this doggone fly in here, bro, and
He
now
is attacking you.
running for my life. You hear me? Fighting for my life in here, man.
For
Let me see,
real.
bro. We got a few more, man.
Yeah.
Here go one I seen online, bro. So Pastor Geno Jenkins is his name.
Uh
Said
huh.
something about pastors getting paid. He don't believe that
Yeah.
congregations should be paying the pastor to preach the word. You like, if he wants money, he needs to go out and get a job.
Wow. I think
Thoughts?
pastors should get paid. It's in the word
Okay, why do you think they should get paid?
because I feel they should get paid because it's a job. It's God. Even though it's God's work and it's God, and they doing it for God, they still doing. They still providing a service. Uh, uh, they still doing something. It's a job, bro. It's a job. It's a job. It is a job. And
So
and I understand what he's saying by as in, the congregation shouldn't be getting played. You should trust in God. But we God's people. We look out for each other. And my thing is, if you give us a good word, or if you are up there and you give me your all, bro, like, why is it wrong for us to bless you? Because you didn't bless us with an amazing word. So let us bless you.
okay, so do you think that it's fair for pastors to be able to have these mega yachts and these big old mansions and and you got people in a congregation that'll never have that type of stuff. But yet it's the congregation that's paying for this lavish living of the pastor.
That's wrong. Now that part is wrong. And
How's it
what I'm
why,
saying,
how's it wrong?
what I'm saying
No,
is
I'm
wrong.
not saying you're
No, no,
wrong. I'm just
no, no. I
giving you a
got you.
chance to
Well, I'm
explain
saying that's wrong because yes, I understand you're supposed to get a portion of that money or whatever, but if you taking that money and you getting all this lavish things and all these other things, and then you have your congregation going through the motions with their lives and all this other stuff, something's wrong because the church house is supposed the church the temple as they used to call it was a place where you go get help, not just spiritual help, but you used to get financial help, you used to get food and stuff. They used to donate all kinds of things to the church back then, to the temple.
So what if the church have a pantry for the community? What if they have these things where they helping people pay their light bill and this and that, but the pastor, they still staying in the hood, and the pastor is off in these mansions. He got a mansion on the East Coast and the West Coast,
Oh,
private
brother,
jet and the yacht.
you got to use your resources. You got to figure out your resources. You got to figure it out. No, but on some real stuff, I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying not all pastors take the church's money and go have a good jolly time and be well off. A lot of some pastors they actually have other businesses outside of church, and that's why they have those type of things. Now,
What?
where it get misconstrued is that because a lot of people have bad experiences with with some pastors that do misuse the funding and stuff like that. They think a lot of these guys with mega churches is doing the same thing. But my thing is this with that is I'm not gonna say have my heaven here on earth, but when you when you know how to use your once again when you know how to use your resources right and you pay your tithes and offering and stuff right, God can't do nothing but bless you. So we can't always put it on the pastor because he got a nice house or whatever. As long as you pay your tithes and offering, God will give you the answers if you want the answers. God will show you the resources if you want the resources. It's up to you because we all got free will, bro. So it's like whatever
Look,
you
I'll give you my thoughts on it.
okay.
I hear a lot of people talk about, the pastors shouldn't get paid. Even Geno Jenkins was saying how the pastors shouldn't get paid from the congregation. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a lot that go into it because all right, I'm trying to think. Where do I start with this? Because
I know
I
it's
think
because
pastors,
so it's
I think pastors should get paid, bro. I think pastors should get paid, and as long as the bills at the church are taken care of, he's doing what he do for the community and looking out for people and stuff, right? Like
mm-hmm,
as the pastor,
mm-hmm.
you know, I don't think it's wrong that he live a certain way because I'm gonna tell you why. Like people saying that pastors shouldn't get paid, but yet you'll pay for a life coach. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like okay, like you'll pay for a life coach. They got life coaches out here that's living well,
yeah.
and I don't hear nobody complaining about the life coach.
I don't get it.
Well, hold on, you got McDonald's out here that's serving the community all this messed up food, but I don't hear nobody talking about the owners of McDonald's and how well they living.
Or the
People
promoters of
go
the
to night.
club.
People forget the promoter, the owner of the club. People go to these clubs and they
Yeah,
don't be saying, "Bro, man, he taking all our money and man, they got people there that they ain't gonna be able to pay their bills and this and that." Ain't nobody giving these type of issues to nobody else
yep,
but the pastor.
yep,
And it's like I don't get it. I don't get it, man. If he's doing what he's supposed to do, and that's what's left over, it's just God blessing him, bro. That's the
yeah.
position. That's the position he in, and you know, that's just what it is. And if I see, hold on, because Angie said, I don't believe in tithing. If you're able to give, but expecting 10% isn't anywhere in the scripture. It is in the scripture
It
though,
is in
Angie.
the scripture.
It's
It
in Malachi.
is. Yes.
And when you do that, if you giving 10% of your earnings to the church and everybody's giving 10%, well, if you got a lot of people, that 10% is gonna add up. You feel
Yep.
me? And if we don't give to the church and it's the church that we go to, then who's gonna pay the bills?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Then,
saying?
you're gonna be, then they gonna be talking about what you call it. Oh, that church broke. That church don't have this. That church don't have that. They be tripping, bro.
And it says how should a man rob God? Yes, in tithes and offering.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, the gift again. I'm trying to find a Bible verse for you, Angie. Angie, we're gonna have to get
Yeah.
your Gmail or something, man, so we could add you on here one day. You feel me?
Yeah, what is it? Bring ye all tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith, said the Lord of hosts. That ain't the way you looking for.
Leviticus says a tenth of the proceeds of the land, whether grain or fruit, is the Lord's and is holy. The 10% is a requirement,
Mm-hmm.
and that's in Leviticus 27 and 30.
Yeah.
So she says, technically, in an ideal world, a pastor should work, but in this world, to visit the sick, surgery, and pastor, it is beyond full time.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah, for sure.
Hey,
Yeah, but
on.
that's my thing, bro. I just feel like that as you know, if the club owner can live well, uh,
Why can't you reach a
we,
level?
well, you feel me? If Versace can live well, Polo and all these other people can live well. Everywhere you go and you spend money, guess what? The person that owned the establishment is living better than a lot of the people that work there and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people that spend money there.
Yep.
It's just the way of the world, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't say nothing about him. They be like, man, he's blessed. God is really blessing them.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to the pastor, you're supposed to struggle.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, you're
That,
supposed to
that that's
struggle.
just amazing to me, bro. I don't get it. Like, and but and I was talking to this with my mother in law the other day. It's like with Joel Osteen, bro. Like when that flood happened or whatever,
That was
everybody got
trash.
mad at. Huh?
That was trash, bro.
Look, I'm gonna say this. Okay,
Hold
it
on, so
was.
hold on
Hold on.
before I say it was trash. Explain what happened, because maybe what I heard was wrong.
Well, what they were saying was when all that stuff was going down, he didn't open up his church so the people can come in. When the flood
What,
happened,
what people was it?
basically the people in the area, like Dallas, in the Dallas area, because I think that's where his church is, in the Dallas Fort Worth area. So a lot of people that was commenting about him and his church, saying that he should have had the church open. Because he's a mega church, and he shouldn't have had his stuff closed off, and he should have been there with open arms, letting people in for protection.
Hmm.
And my thing was, well, we should expect the same thing from the club owners then. I mean, y'all spent your money there. Yeah, we should expect the same thing from not just the club
That's
owners, but
but check it out.
stores and
So
all that other
my
stuff.
question to you, but is they wrong for asking that of Joe Osteen?
No, look, no, they not. They not wrong. But
Okay,
my
and
thing,
that's the
hold on,
that's
hold on,
the
hold on,
that's the
no, no,
piece.
hold on. But my thing is, you can't pick and choose when
You
when you want to go to church and when you want them to help.
you're
Like you
right.
can't pick and
Right,
choose,
check
bro.
it out. You're right. You're right that you can't. But the question was, should he have opened his doors?
He should have. I'm not gonna lie. He should have opened his doors. So
Okay,
I got you.
what are
It's a
we
done
talking
deal.
about?
You're right. You're
I
right.
don't look
I'm gonna let you.
me personally. I can't say what he should and
What
shouldn't have done.
I, because he got to protect
That's
his
between
family too, though.
that's
He
between
got a
him and
family. He got
God.
to protect. I feel you, yeah. But he got to
That's between
protect
him
his
and God.
family too.
I have no dog in that fight. But I will say this: for
Yeah.
Hurricane Rita, me and my family needed a place to go,
Yeah.
and we ended up going from Beaumont all the way to Lufkin. There was no hotels available, no nothing.
Yeah.
There was a church out there that wasn't even a mega church. They had an open door policy for the whole area if you needed somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
Not only was it an open door policy, they opened up their thrift shop at the back of the church so we could have some clothes, because we stayed there for a while because you couldn't get into Beaumont.
Yeah.
And people would go there and pick up clothes. Now, this isn't a
Yeah.
mega church. Them people would go to Walmart and shop, set it up at the thrift shop, and then open up the store so people could have some clothes for free, Walmart clothes. Then they would feed everybody. They had
Yeah.
a
That
certain
was the
time.
case.
for everybody to eat 3 meals a day.
Well, they closed that case. Then kaboom goes the dynamite.
I can't judge. I'm not judging Joel Osteen. I'm just saying
Yeah,
this is what happened for us.
yeah,
You feel me? So you know, like I say, whatever Joel Osteen did, that's between him and God. That ain't got nothing to
yeah,
do with. But as for me, in my experiences, I've was blessed with an opportunity to where
yeah,
God put us somewhere where we could be taken care of in our time of need, and it was at a
yeah.
church. And man, they were awesome. They had Beaumont, Port Arthur, and Orange in there.
Oh, that's what's up. Lord knows
And,
that was
and
the
people
hand of
and
God.
people might say, man, FEMA did something for them, and that's why they did it, and this and that. But the fact of the matter is, they didn't have to, bro.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like people always look,
yeah,
man. Nowadays, like everybody always looking for an issue.
yeah.
That's like, bro, like if with that type of logic, that's like somebody saying,
I'm sorry, bro. I'm looking
that's
at
like
Angie's
somebody,
thing.
that's like somebody saying they only taking care of them kids because they got to, because the government gonna lock them up if they don't take care of their kids. It's like,
That's
yeah,
all.
that's one way to look at it,
Yeah,
but
it
maybe they
could be
just
that
love
they.
their kids and
Yeah,
they want to take care of them because it's there.
yeah, for real. Yeah, they got some weird people out here in this world, bro.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's the same, man. It's
Weird
the same
people,
with
bro.
everything. Man, they only did that because it's like I can't combat with you and tell you that they didn't do that because of that, because it could be, maybe, but that could be said for a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah, you right, man. People out here be wilding, bro. They be really. They're coming with all kinds of stuff. Just
Man, if,
naked.
if you want to find a reason to not like something, bro, it's easy.
Yeah,
But Angie said he did end up opening the doors and giving food and clothes,
yeah.
but only after he was roasted. But not open.
She's- she say he need to repent. Talking about he need to repent a lot, a whole lot. Like, come on, Angie.
Dang.
Angie on that man neck, man. Come on, Angie.
She said, but he
Golly.
corrected it. Dang, that's crazy. Like I say, bro, I don't talk about
Yeah,
pastors.
yeah,
That's over my pay grade. You feel me?
yeah.
I don't mess with pastors. I like to stay
And
blessed.
I wasn't trying to bring. I was trying to say nothing bad about it. I'm not saying nothing bad about him. It's just people expect stuff.
Bro, Angie is on this dude, but she say he's a
She is. I'm looking
motivated.
at him most.
She say I'm not lying.
Oh Lord, Angie, you gotta stop, man.
Hey,
You gotta stop, Angie. But I wasn't trying to say nothing bad about him. It's just
we love you, Angie. I'm
for
not
real.
weighing in on that one.
Yeah, for real. But it's just that people, before there's anything going on, it's like people just living their lives, bro. And it's like I ain't gonna say it because that's judging. Never mind. Never mind. That's judging, bro. And I ain't trying to judge nobody, man.
And she said he does zero preaching on repentance of sin. It's facts. Mm, Well, that's him. That's him. Maybe
Yeah,
that's the message that was given to him. I don't know. But
yeah.
anyway, we're gonna get off to our next topic.
For real.
We're gonna get off of that. That's over my pay grade. I ain't got nothing to say about that. But anyways, Doja Cat is talking about leaving, or she have
Mm,
left Instagram because
mm,
of
mm, mm.
cyberbullying. She says that people in there trolling makes it hard to enjoy her fans like she would like to on Instagram. I
Man,
say that's crazy, bro. Not that she would leave Instagram. It's crazy because she's a troll as well, though.
yeah.
Troll her fans all the time. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just crazy how we live in a society, man, where people are just, man, people are so emotional, bro. Like emotionally weak is where we are in society, bro. It's like I'm not mad at
Mm-hmm.
her for leaving Instagram, doing what she needs to do for her own mental health. I believe that's wise. You feel me? To understand, like, bro, like I'm not good in this arena, so let me just get myself out of here. That's a wise thing. You feel me? But um, man, it just man, like we just too emotional in society nowadays, bro.
For real. It is, and it's just bad, bro. Because I
Look,
was just
Candace said she getting heat for her demonic music videos or something. That's part of it, and they were definitely demonic. Yeah, I don't mess around. I don't mess around with her at all.
I haven't even
But
seen it. I haven't. That's some recent videos that was demonic.
yeah, you don't need to go look at them.
No, I'm not going. Who said I wasn't going to look at it anyway? It said demonic. I'm not going to look at that. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to look at that.
I didn't look at it. I didn't look at the video. I seen some of the stills,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, yeah, man, she tripping, bro. She didn't fell off with that. She done went from
Yeah.
a cow to a bat demon thing. You remember how she started off as a cow?
Yeah. I thought she a bat demon thing, huh?
She started out as a Daisy Duke wearing twerking cow. You feel
Yeah.
me? And now she on the ceiling with her head tilted back as a demon in the middle of the night. Like, nah, bro, tripping.
I'm good.
Yeah, you tripping.
I am
But
good, but that could be one of the reasons, bro. That could be one of the reasons. But
whatever
back
the
to what
reason
you're
is,
saying,
I'm not with cyberbullying. You
yeah,
know, I believe that if that's her choice and that's what she want to do, that's how she want to, uh, uh, you know, express herself creatively.
yeah,
It's either we're gonna be all for it or all against it. Because
yeah.
we can't support what's the little boy name? Lil
Nas
Nas X.
X,
We can't
and then,
celebrate him and
and then
celebrate
be mad
Sam
at her.
Smith and then be mad at her. It's like, come
Yeah,
on, bro. We either down with it, or we gonna
yeah,
say we just gonna let them do them, or we gonna
yeah,
say, nah, we're not accepting this. It's like we
yeah,
can't pick and choose who we want to be irate with.
yeah. Facts. Because, but that Instagram man and that Twitter and all that, boy, them people they be so angry at people and they so nasty and negative. But you got to be strong, bro. You got to, like you said, it's all about you got to know who you are. You got to understand that there's going to be people out there that's not going to like you, and you got to
Bro,
be okay with that.
you said a mouthful. You got to know who you are. I think nowadays, like you say, people don't research. They're not into history. They don't really know who they are anymore. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like, man, and you know it's to be true because you see how they do Martin Luther King now, bro. They take our greats and just diminish their
yeah,
value and the things that they've done.
yeah,
So where it's like, bro, we don't even celebrate them as a community like we should. You worried about what he was doing with his wife, and it's like, bro, you know, come on, man, that's none of our business, bro. What he
that's
did
none of
for
our business.
our community was great. You feel me? He
It
was
don't
great,
it don't
and
stop
what
them
he
from
did.
buying Beyonce tickets.
Look, check it out. What he did for our community was great.
Yeah,
Uh, his wife never said that he was beating on her.
true.
She never said that he was doing it. Like he respected her. No, he just got caught. That's all. You feel
That's
me?
it.
He just got
That's
caught.
it.
But there's been a lot of people, both men and women. You can't
Yeah.
just like come on, man. Like
And what bothers me is black people be teaming up with these other people and they be joining in with them and talking about, yeah, he ain't this and he ain't that. And it's like, bro, stop. You basically falling into the trap.
yeah,
You
yeah,
falling into the
basically.
trap. They doing this on purpose, and y'all falling for the okie doke.
Yeah,
You have
because you
not heard.
talking about Martin, but
They don't
what
say
they
nothing
don't
about
realize,
Harvey Weinstein. They don't say nothing about Jeffrey Epstein. They don't say nothing about all these other guys that there's, but they always want to talk about our greats.
facts.
And their greats be doing stuff worse than us. Let's start with the forefathers, they so-called say. Everybody know they did wrong. But we don't never say nothing
They don't
about
see
that
nothing
though.
wrong with it. That was
They
back.
don't see nothing wrong.
That was back in the day. Leave it alone.
Yeah, leave that alone. Forget
That's
about
what.
that.
Yeah, leave that alone. That's back in the
Well,
day.
how about we leave Al Qaeda and Iraq alone? How about that? Huh? You want to talk about leave that alone? Leave 9/11 alone, huh? How about that?
Look, man. So we're gonna talk about Shannon Sharp before we get out of here, man. This is our last topic of the night, man. So
Yeah.
social media is talking about greats and people disrespecting our greats. So now they're on social media saying that Shannon Sharp is gay. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
man.
All because people they seen him getting out of well, it didn't start with that, but they seen the most recent thing is they seen him getting out of the SUV and they're
Yeah.
trying to pose kind of gay and stuff. I don't I don't know. All I do know is the dude had 2 hip replacements. He got bad
Yes.
knee.
And he wore the wrong outfit that day in the wrong size. And people forget that the man pigeon toed. What's going on?
And
And he pigeon toed. And you know who always stand in pigeon toed with tight clothes on? Thought boxes. So that's a
bro, you know what I was about to say?
what?
The people that be them girls that be eating boudin with hot Cheetos
Bro,
and
I
patting on
swear.
the you know
Bro,
if
you
you
ain't lying.
see one of them standing like that, they about to ask you for some money, bro.
Yeah. Give me $1. Give me $20.
You know I got this light bill, dude.
Girl, go pigeon toe yourself somewhere.
Like, man, you got this. How bad you want your light bill paid?
I mean, bad. You be like, what? All right. Okie dokie.
Somebody uncle gonna get her. Somebody uncle gonna get her.
For real.
I remember, man, being in school, I used to always think like, man, how my uncles be knowing this stuff, bro? But God dog it. That must be a little thought bot fly.
Don't you talk about my thoughts.
Yeah. But I'm like, man, how my uncles be knowing this stuff, man? But not that I didn't got older and stuff. Like, bro, you can see it a mile away.
Yeah.
That girl ain't no good nephew.
Yeah.
That
You
girl ain't
ain't
no good.
lying.
Leave alone. That girl don't want nothing but a
on,
hard.
KK?
Boone, she don't want nothing but a hard time.
That's it. That's it.
But
That is
anyway,
it.
man, we're gonna get out of here, man. But me and Boone, we're gonna try to do this more often. We do have
Yeah.
some. I have some reactions coming up tomorrow
Yeah.
and the rest of the week. Boone probably not gonna be doing too many reactions, but we are gonna try to get together on Saturdays and handle some
Mm-hmm.
reactions for y'all, man. But
Yeah.
y'all clap it up for my boy Boone. He's going to school
Well,
to be a barber, man. That boy gonna be one
yeah.
of the best barbers this side of the Mississippi. So
Come
y'all
on
be
now.
looking out for big Boone cuts coming
Come
soon. You
on, man.
feel me?
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. We're
Big
gonna speak it into
Boone.
existence, man. My boy gonna have one of the biggest barbershops in the South. You hear me?
Hey, come on. Hey, I see that, man.
Yeah,
Trying to
man,
tell
for
you.
real.
God already got stuff going on, man. He
Yeah,
already
Angie
got.
say get it, Boone.
Thank you, Angie.
Yeah.
My niece crazy, bro. My niece. Shout out to my niece, man.
Shout out to KK, man. She got some stuff that she working on too. So,
This
you
is
know, we
up.
got big things coming, man. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to
Yeah.
Angie Stone.
Yeah.
Angie, we're gonna
Shout
have to
out
get
to
you on the
you.
podcast.
For real.
Shoot us your Gmail on Instagram or on Facebook. And the next time we
X.
come live, we're gonna let you know, man, so we can add you
Yes.
on. We definitely want to chop it up with you also, man. But that's it. That's all we got, man. That's it for us tonight.
Shit.
But we got one.
All right. Nation.